Hey guys, welcome to Godfather Customs. Got an update on the Chicken Grease Garage. But before we get to that, I do have a mail call, and I wanted to thank Edgar for the card he sent me. And my son is so excited that you sent him a card. I asked him, "You want your own wall?" And he said no. I said, "Where do you want to put it?" He said, "Put it right next to yours. They look cool together." And there he is over there playing games. And can you go like this, Grayson? Come on. You like your card though, right? You like your shop card from Edgar? He's a little shy, Edgar. We'll get him to say thumbs up or something soon. Right? Yeah. Anyway. That's the story with that. Something I did have to do this morning. I'm just gonna show you guys. This is what homies look like right here. Let me get them over here by the fence so you can see them better. Now, those are about, compared to the CT guy, they're pretty small. I'm thinking they're about 1/32, somewhere around there. So what I had to do is Jimmy's the homie that I made into him. It was all small. So what I had to do was I had to make him taller. So I cut him in half. Actually, not in half, at the knees. I cut him at the knees, cut his feet off, and I added about a 1/2 inch to Jimmy. So look at what he looks like now. And he was the same size as that homie. So you can actually see where I did the work on him, but it doesn't show that much. What I did was I cut him in half. So I'll use a paintbrush. I cut him right here, and then I cut him right at the shoe line right there. And then I took styrene from the model trees that you get with all the parts on them, and I put 2 pieces in where the legs are, straight pieces. And I used the extreme power glue, and I glued the things in. And then I took hot glue on the low setting and I filled in around those pieces. So it actually made him that much taller than the actual homies. I guess this guy here would probably be a better comparison. So he's a lot taller than he was. So what I have to do, suggestion from Jimmy, is I have to come up with a baseball cap. So I'm gonna make a baseball cap. Let's see how close I can get here. Come on, focus. I already gave him the beard with the gray in the front. How about that? Got Fast Jimmy's Peanuts on the shirt. He's about the same size as CT now. And the girl over there. And his wife over there. So those guys are hanging out by the Boiled Peanut Shack, getting ready to open up. As you can see, the Boiled Peanut Shack is a little bit different than it was before. This is made out of, what the hell is it made out of? As you can see, it's very light. It's made out of the, it's almost like a cardboard covered styrofoam. But I did the whole thing. I did a wood grain on it to make it look like a wood shack. Put the white counter in. Now I'm looking for a couple of pots and then some bags of peanuts to put on the shelves. So that's that for now. On the inside, I started doing a little bit more work, and I pulled that off the internet, and then I copied it by hand and made a picture for the inside of the Chicken Grease Garage. Got a whole shot sticker on the wall. I'm going to have a few more things on the back wall there, like maybe like Ford, Chevy, stuff like that. What else did I do on the inside? I put the rat rod underneath the Ford, so that's hanging there. She's still waving, leaning on the Mustang, the Nova. And then I did this Fast Jimmy logo for the outside of the garage, with CT sitting under it. This one I put a little color to break up the monotony of the black and white on the outside. Then today I connected the power line to the meter on the wall. Brought the power lines over here to the power pole, to a scratch-built transformer. The pole is scratch-built. The meter is scratch-built. Got them connected to the transformer. Now I have to connect the transformer to the actual lines that are going to go to another pole towards the back. That's what I did there this morning, and then I made the fence. And the fence, what I did here is I took the brake line tubing that I had, and I framed everything out. And then I took regular screen, and I cut it on the angle that a fence would be. And that's black screen, and then I took the silver tester's marker, and I just went over the screen with the tester's marker to give it a dirty look. So that's done. I got to do the top post for that piece and the top post for this one here yet. And that'll be all done. So as you can see, the front is gated in now. And that gate's going to go all the way around the whole diorama. So there you have that for now. What else did I do? Oh, working on this here. This is the same tester's kit that Fred Henry did for a build not too long ago. This one here I changed up a little bit. It's the same body and chassis, but I redid the wheels, moved them forward, and I put a different engine in there. That's the engine I built and wired, and it's got the fuel line and all that stuff. So that's just it's just mocked up right there right now. It's nothing is put together yet. So that's what I'm working on. The engine's going to sit back in there just a little bit more. This way I can get a fan on the front. Electric fan I'm going to put in there. I've got the top for this back there sitting on the Corvette. But she's looking pretty good. It's a little bit different stance than what it is out of the box. It's not raked as much as the box build is. And I think this motor looks a lot cooler than the motor that came with it. So that's where I'm at with that. So yeah. Oh, what else did I do? I added surfboards to this build. I got a message from Jody Blackwell. He said that car would look really cool with some surfboards on it. So I put a couple of surfboards on the back. And those are surfboards that you get when you order a birthday cake. And they sit them on the top. So they worked out perfect, almost to scale. So there you have it. The Chip and Grease Garage is coming along nicely. Very cool, I think. A lot more detailed than it was before, and there's a lot more work to be done. So I still have to put the doors in. I have to put the windows in. Got to put the frames around the doors and everything. Then I've got to do the area in the front. I don't know if I'm going to use that as black top. Maybe put some lines down. Put windows in back there. There you have it. my update for Saturday afternoon. I'll be plugging along on this for the rest of the weekend, so don't forget, order your boiled peanuts now.